Thank you for always watching Rich Media. My name is Richard Ambassador. Thank you guys for always tuning in from everywhere you are. A big applause to you. Of course, whoever supports while subscribing, following, and of course commenting, large upon yourself. Please don't skip the adverts. Let it play because that is why we are here. Of course, today we are stretching ourselves too much because we want to tackle the political arenas of United States of America. And what? Anyways, yesterday was the presidential debate. Donald Trump and Harris Kamala that happened, and of course everyone wanted to see whatever happened. Here in Africa or in Uganda, basically there are things that we don't cherish. Presidential debate, when someone tells you tomorrow you have a presidential debate, you don't even care because we know. And there are certain things I saw that here we must, as tradition, when someone is going to, when a woman is wanting to address a man, you first greet them. And how they greet is first kneel down. So I wanted to see the African version of the debate where Alice Kamala kneels down to greet Trump and again start debating. You see, Africa, we have a lot of drama. Someone first kneels down because that is what the culture tells you, and again start debating manually. And with women and men, there are certain things that men are superior and women are inferior. So I looked at Donald Trump looking at Harris Kamala like, I'm the man. In Africa, that is why you do. You look at the guy ready to unleash everything because, yeah, I got it. And Harris Kamala looked at the guy and like, okay. But apart from how people see you here, there is a certain you when you are at home, when nobody is there but me, who knows where your tie is, who knows how to iron your clothes, and you look good in people that think you are so superior. So that is the look, the perception look I saw about these two when they faced each other for the debate. That is African setup of looking at things. You get? So, as the debate started, uh, of course, the other time when I saw Donald Trump, he tended to, the other time when he was with Joe Biden, he tended to be so much aggressive and he was so much vocal. I don't know whether because he was a man too, man to man, that was so muscle, and this time he was a bit calm, and even Harris Kamala was ready, very ready to deal with the guy. So there was a bit of a balance. These two had a little of a balance. So they started debating like any other debate. Here in Africa, you don't just debate. Someone tells you we are having a debate tomorrow, and the next thing you see someone trembling, physical policy. Someone does not even know. He did not even read. He don't do the research. He doesn't know the economy. He doesn't know what, but he wants to be the president. It wasn't the case in the United States of America. People knew what they wanted. People had their ideologies. People had their views. People, both of them. Well as when I saw Harris Kamala, she tried so much to bring the woman in her. Women. That is what one thing I realized, that in America, in Europe, and Africa, some certain things that bond us is they are there. When Most so when it comes to women, we always say, women must be cherished. That is, I think it's global, because when I saw Harris Kamala, she tried to address more as a woman. Uh, Trump is wanting to bring this abortion scheme, and she's trying to beat it because she's like, we women, we cannot be, you cannot treat us like that. We cannot take it. You cannot. Always focusing on what? Women. As well as the economy. I saw them. One thing I realize that we all deal with economy problems. Someone here in Africa, we are here in Uganda, and someone is telling us about economy. We Kasaija tells us about economy each and every time, and people are like katitwachi kwatanga luyimba. Hey, banange economy, economy is so bad. So everywhere, economy is poor, and of course, I have a friend of mine who is in Pennsylvania who told me that the reason as why she's a white, the reason as why she wants Donald Trump to come again, because I think she says Donald Trump during his days as a president, there was there was that control of overflow of foreigners, and as natives, I think it hurts them to see a lot of foreigners in USA. So, and for us Africans, that is what we want. Everyone is dreaming to go to US. So, I don't know what she was addressing, and she was telling me an African. You can imagine a friend who I'm even willing to go tomorrow, but someone is telling you, want him to have a control over the overflow of foreigners coming from everywhere to US. So that was her point. And again, she was saying, economy used to do a little bit bulunjiko more rather than the times of Joe Biden. So she wants the guy to come back. But Africans, I think they are in support. Most of them, by the way, they are in support of Aris Kamara because her texture, she's Afro, and another thing, they think if Trump wins, if Trump wins, is going to do the same thing he was doing to control Africans, wanting to deport them and all that. So Africans want they are supporting Addis Kamara to come and take over. So let me go back to the African version of the debate. So the debate starts. When the debate starts here in Africa, you tend to always, for us, we are so sarcastic. You are not the technician. You don't know how the microphones behave. That is not even your part. But you must be as you think you are always wise at any time. Mompolida. Before I address my people, I want to first say, as I am the presidential candidate you see here, I wouldn't want to speak before showing you my wife, who is seated over there, dressed me today to come and address you, and even gave me a good kachai. Raise up and people see you. That is how Africa is. It is a debate, presidential debate. People want to see or hear what you have for them to vote you, but you always first want to brag about everything. That is how Africans will be. You get? So next time the guy, and then the woman comes, Kati Aris Kamala has come. She will first kneel down. For us, we are taught that you must kneel down for the elders and even men. So, greeting everybody. Africans. I thought it was here in Uganda, but every African country, that is how they behave. So, and the next thing I saw, it is one. When Africans were watching a presidential debate like that of Aris Kamara and Donald Trump, we are looking at how the chick looks like. That American looks very nice. She has good lips. Banai. If at all and any time, who has even her number? Do you know anyone who has her number? What is her email address? They tend not to focus on what you are speaking, but they're looking at the morphology. Are you looking nice? Are you looking? You see, I, would have been the other side. I, I, I look at her. If she put on specs, she would have looked more girlish, more sexy. That is how African perception of looking at a serious presidential debate. They look at sarcastic things. They look at how the microphones are, and even when they look at Donald Trump, but that guy is very rich. So, are you looking at the debate? Are you wanting to hear what they are saying, or you? But that man is very rich. Eh? I heard that he has my Trump building. He has what? He has. People have money. Look at the debate. Look at how people are debating for you to get to vote them or not, to choose. Here in Uganda, you don't have. We don't. In fact, people don't give attention to debates. You just have to play so much news. That's why you see Bobby Wine when when we speak about Bobby Wine, he will go places. He will be trenched into the trenches, be removed, tear gas everywhere, because that is what can build you to winning an election. Come out, speak, riot, make some noise and all that. They don't articulate or address issues. They want to play so that people get what they have played and display all over social media and become truth or what they can use against someone who is their opponent. So this is what I'm not seeing in the presidential debate that is running in the US. People are debating real issues. They are debating real facts, and of course, jabs are all over. People give them jabs. People give themselves jabs a little, but they stretch about a lot of how we must be, or how America or US must run. So that is what is lacking here in Africa or here in Uganda. And of course, another thing I realize, the voters or supporters they look at things very different. They don't just write anyhow. They don't just do any, like here in Africa. Africa has one problem. You don't go by a vote. You don't go by ideologies, and no way. You just go by force. Either God must take you, you must be, either justice must prevail under the nature that someone has died. Oh, sorry, Bambi, the president has breathed his last. Either you go by that or go by force. You see, Gaddafi, the guy wanted to rule as if, or he wanted even to rule Africa. And say, you must go by force. If you don't go by force, you can never win an election here in Africa peacefully. Most so when the incumbent is also in the race. It is not like US that someone debated, Joe Biden debated, and people were like, no, we cannot have such a president. No, we can no longer have, Americans be like, yeah, we cannot have such a president, Joe Biden, you can't speak, you can't even speak anything. You just speak anyhow. We want a president that is articulate, raising issues and everybody. We must make America great again. We must make it great. How the hell is that old man speaking shit about America? I'm like, hey, the guy stepped down. But here in Uganda, even if you come and say, we must protect Uganda. We cannot have a presidential candidate who is older than even everybody here in Uganda. We cannot have a president that cannot tell us that for the many years he has been in the president, he has never done anything. You cannot. Even if you speak that 100 million times, the guy will look at you and say, say fools speak. Nkorera jajao. Am I your mother something? Go eat your mother something. That is how Uganda or African leaders behave. You cannot take them off their seats by addressing their issues or telling them to step down. That cannot, or vote by vote. You cannot. So, and I'm not saying that we compare ourselves to, of course, USA. No, we cannot compare ourselves. But of course, there are certain things that we learn from them. I say, okay, if they are doing this, why can't we do that also? Or why can't we come closer to what they are doing? So, such things for me, there are things that blew my mind, and so, but we must change this. Probably, if development has failed, let us be civilized. If we have poor roads, let us be a little bit civilized. Understand? But that cannot. So, that was it for the presidential debate that ran in the USA. And of course, we are waiting to see who the winner will be when it comes to the voting time. Regardless, for us here, we really don't much. We don't care so much. Whoever runs. In fact, for us Africans, we are even tired of politics, and whoever rules, or if you're a leader or not, we don't give a damn. We don't even give a damn. You understand? So, with that, my name is Ucharan Ambassador. Thank you for always being on air, and of course watching everything I post. Please keep on watching everything we post here, and of course watch every content we play. And don't skip the adverts, Bambi. That is why we are here. We are here because of that ad that plays. You understand? Anyways, back to my business. Ingera kudde ewaffe mu byaffe, but this was just something for you. Abatali wa wano. Muntegedde. Bye bye for now.